Hi, welcome to Losing Weight with Elizabeth. I'm your hostess, Elizabeth Petrichone, and I'm here to talk about how to stay motivated because, well, I don't know where you are in the world, since a lot of you will see me all over, but here in the Northeast, where there's 25 feet of snow. It's going to be minus 25 tonight, and we can't think of anything but food. And so now we have to figure out how to get ourselves motivated, because whether we want to know about it or not, summer is coming. It's truly coming, and we're going to want to wear our bathing suits. We're going to want to wear our shorts. We're going to want to be able to wear, our clothes that we might not be. I'm hoping I'll fit in mine. So what I want to talk about is how to stay motivated. Now, before I tell you some of my ideas, what ideas do you have to keep you motivated, even if they're not working right now? Because they're probably not working right now. Anyone?
What I'm doing right now is right after work, as soon as I change my clothes, I exercise before I eat. And that helps me kind of level my appetite. And it's been working. And plus, I think it helps with the blues, the winter blues.
Oh, definitely helps with the winter blues.
Yep.
Lifts
and
your
I
spirits.
used to do it in the morning, but now I'm doing it after work when it's dark and ugly.
It's dark and ugly in the Northeast. Of course, what did you say? What did you say was the temperature in Miami?
28.
28 in Miami. That is, really, honestly,
God,
they
I'm not
must
on
be,
vacation there.
we all think we're depressed here in New England, but it's got to be horrible there. Okay, so that's really good, exercising right after work. So you can't have a better deal than that. Anybody else?
I just find myself calling friends a lot more to motivate me to go out and do something, because right now I just want to sit on the couch in front of the fire and be warm. And as a result, I get bored and I want to eat. So I find myself calling my friends and either even just talking on the phone or going out somewhere with them to keep me distracted.
Yes, because you know what? I was on the phone this afternoon with a friend texting, and it was these big long texts because she had so much to say, and I was like, why aren't we talking on the phone? Did we forget how to do that? And so I called her, and it was a 45-minute conversation, and I'm glad I did, and it kept me away from the refrigerator. So that, really keeping in contact with people would not be a bad plan, and making plans. Anything from you?
I like to exercise, but I prefer to do it in the morning because if I wait till if I don't do it in the morning, it doesn't get done.
Yeah, I have to do it in the morning. I really do. And one of the things that I did this week was because, who wants to get up in the morning, get ready, go out into the cold, and go to the gym and work out? No one wants to do that. So I totally changed up the total workout. And it seems so much more bearable this week simply because I changed it and I took away some of the boredom. So you kind of have to do that. Anybody else?
What keeps me motivated is compliments from other people. When they say it on their own, they're like, wow, you look like you lost weight. I'm like, yeah, thanks, I'm trying.
Yeah, just a little healthy lifestyle, girl.
Yeah. So,
do you have one?
Hanging a favorite dress that doesn't fit any longer right on my closet door.
Such a good idea.
Oh, that is a good idea.
And a bathing suit picture on the refrigerator.
Yeah.
A good one?
Yes.
Oh, good. All right. From Greece?
One that would not work at the moment.
Yeah, those are every one of those are really good ideas. And I think that's what we have to think, because really we're like 6 weeks away from taking off turtlenecks and sweaters and scarves, and you know how we can't hide everything in the winter, and we do. So the way I think we should stay motivated is, let's start it this way. How about if we just take it one day at a time? Do we have to plan for next Thursday's meal? Can't we just plan the next day rather than, trying to do it all? We're always looking at the end when what we should really be looking at it is really, really one day at a time. No better words could be on any level of any habit you have, is that you're just going to try for today to do it right. That doesn't mean you don't have to plan and prepare and do all of that, but just for the one day that you're actually going to make that effort. And so I find that if I just do it that way, especially in this time of year, it's better for me. Just for today, I'm not going to eat chocolate. So, or just for today, I'm going to track my intake, or just for today. So it's anything. What if you could pick one thing to say, I'm just for today? Well, what do you think it would be? And you wouldn't have to be, I'm not forcing you to say to do it now, because I know you're going, oh no, is she going to make me do it?
Boy, I don't know. You got to come back to me.
All right, I'll come. If you could think of one thing that you could just do for tomorrow.
Track.
Track. That's what I would do. Right.
For tomorrow, just stay on track, eat right.
Just
the
eat
whole
easy.
day.
A lot of times people will say, I'm on a diet, and they have this whole motivation thing going on. That is never good. You're not on a diet. You're on a healthy lifestyle trip. You're not trying to be on a diet, because they simply do not work. Every person who has ever come to me totally motivated and wanted to lose weight and did everything right the first 6 months fell off the wagon. Every single one of them, because they deprived themselves. I don't do much depriving. You have one, Chelsea, something that if tomorrow you could do it, what would it be?
What could I do tomorrow? You know what? Going back to when I was journaling and looking at the meals that I was eating before, because it's all calorie counted, and going back to that, I could definitely do that.
It's like having your own book.
Right. Yes.
That's it. What about you, Margot?
Stick to my plan and not be depressed of what you can't eat.
Yeah, we have to stop. One of the girls was telling me this morning that she had a couple of Cool Ranch Doritos at a party. On the way home, she stopped and bought a bag, not a little bag, a big bag, and ate the whole bag.
Because she figured that she blew it. So.
I blew it.
Yeah.
I ate, 8 Cool chips, and now I'm going to eat a whole bag. That's like it's like dropping your cell phone and then stepping on it because it didn't break. Come on, we have to be realistic. So just take one step at a time. Here's how I'm telling all the classes, and I'm hoping that you guys will try to do this, and you'll try to do it too, is I would love for you to put a glass of water by your bed, preferably with lemon in it, 6 ounces. That's it. Put it by your bed. Before you get out of bed in the morning, you drink that water. What that will do is start structure in your day. You know you have to do it. You know you're going to do it. And now it's something you've done. You've already started the day right. And having some lemon in your life, if you've read half the reports that I've read, seems like a really good one. But if it's not lemon, just even the 6 ounces of water that you just drink down right away, because it's what you're thinking to do. So that's one way of getting structure. How about surround yourself with positivity? Oh, please get rid of those people in your life that drive you insane. Or anyone else or anything else. You can do that. you can surround yourself with good people and bring it down a level where there's not so much drama in your life. I mean, sometimes there's going to be drama in your life and there's nothing you could do about it, and you have to forge, go forward, because what can you do? But if people irritate you all the time or are causing you trouble every second, we need to just back off from them. And I honestly think that you can do that. Okay. Ask yourself what you want and make a realistic goal. What do you really want? Why do you want to lose weight? Yeah, there we go.
For my health, to be healthier.
To be healthier. There's no better reason. I mean, there's a million reasons, but you look like you want to say something? No, you're saying, oh, no, I'm not. Yeah, but like some people have told me just to be able to tie my shoelaces, or just to fit into that bathing suit, or just even if it's just on the level I like the best, the simplest level is, please compliment me. Please say that I did a good job. And I have to stop moving away from this microphone. and that's what you want to try to do, is make realistic goals. And so healthy, yes, it's a realistic goal.
Yeah,
But
I definitely agree. And along with the health is, it gives you the confidence to do things that you wouldn't do before. Like I always had in my head, there were things I would not do because I was so heavy, that now I will go out and try to do. So
yeah, I went
that's-
skydiving.
So it's really motivational to want to be able to do something and feel like, oh, if I lose this, I'll be able to do it with confidence and not be.
Hold that up to you.
To focus on enjoying it instead of, are other people watching me as I do it?
Oh, I know. I'll tell you, and you don't even know this, but that is very true. Last year when I went to visit my brother in Florida, I went on a boat with a bunch of very young, very fit, bikini-clad girls. And I don't know what was going on, but I was like, that's right, I'm here. I was so confident. I let them take pictures of me with those girls. I didn't stand in the back. I was like, yeah. It might have been the tequila, no. That's not true. It really wasn't. But it does. It builds your confidence. Did you ever notice in school that if you are in business, there's a woman that might not be thin or might not be beautiful or whatever, but her confidence radiates so unbelievably that you find her totally attractive. I remember I had a boyfriend one time, and I liked him so much, and he was really 5'4", not attractive at all. Within 3 months, I thought he looked like Christopher Reeves. So, your mind can do that to you. And I think that it wasn't a realistic goal for me to be able to be you know me well enough to be in a bathing suit or let you take pictures of me in a bathing suit and post them on Facebook. Never in my life. So I think it gives you confidence, but I also think that if you have confidence, it radiates. I think that's good. How about reward yourself? Oh, come on.
You mean without food?
Yes, Sharon, without food.
Oh yeah.
That used to always be my reward. Well, if I did this, or I put up with this, or I did this favor for someone that I didn't want to do, at least I could go home and have a cheeseburger, right? Mm-hmm. So reward yourself. So what would be a good reward?
A small, yeah,
Like a new outfit.
A new outfit.
in a smaller size.
In a smaller size. Yeah, I have that one vest. I don't know if I'll ever get into it, but I have it. So a new outfit would be really great. Anything you reward yourself with?
I love Yankee candles, so anytime I could treat myself to a new, and my husband bought me for Valentine's Day Yankee candles because I said that's what I wanted.
Uh-huh.
And then he gave me flowers too, but I said I want all spring scents. I don't want any more winter scents.
Yeah, right. So that's a nice reward.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Maybe a mani-pedi.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That,
Facial, you know,
a facial.
massage.
The mani
Massage.
pedi goes without saying, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, a massage or a facial. If you have a good week, not a good week, because you're all good. But if you have a healthy week, why not try to reward yourself with a little something? Not that you should punish yourself for not having a good week. Maybe that's the week you need a massage more than you need anything else.
Right.
Right? So you don't want to punish yourself. But I just think we ought to have something to look forward to. And that would be really good. One of the things that I find is that sometimes people simply believe that they cannot do it, that there's some reason why their body won't be the one that can't do it. But it just isn't true. I mean, it's true in about 5% of us. You know, the poor souls who simply cannot lose weight, they have underactive thyroids. I am sure the very first thing when I started going to the doctor for my weight was to have my thyroid checked, because I was sure it must be low. And don't tell me all of you haven't.
Absolutely.
You've had it checked. Are you sure?
Or a 20-pound tumor in your belly.
Yes, or a 20-pound tumor. Or could I just get the flu? A friend of mine just came back from Fort Lauderdale, and she must have got the flu. And when she came home, and she was so grateful because she lost all of her vacation weight. This is sad. This is very sad. How about you acknowledge your progress? I think this is one of the biggest shortcomings of all of us. Whether we've lost a lot of weight, whether we've stayed the same, whether we've changed our eating habits, whether we've stopped picking on ourselves about it so much. What do you think? I don't think you give yourself enough, credit for 83 pounds. I just don't.
Oh yeah, you still have in your mind, I can't do it. It's like, I've already done it and I still feel like I can't do it. I'm not going to be able to do it, huh?
I know, and you
It
look in
doesn't
the mirror,
actually make sense.
and
but-
you still see that person that was 83 pounds ago. You lost my niece. If you had her on your back, you'd be going, I can't carry her. So yeah, it's amazing that we don't get that. And just even you talking about exercising at the end of what is a very hard and long day for you, I know that, that you would exercise. You should really go, well, I am really the best there is. I would be going like this, yes, that's right. I walk out of that gym so excited and happy with myself. I think I must just be a size 2. I'm not. So what about recognizing your success? What do you think? What things have you recognized? Well, you've started eating healthier.
Yep, and I'm drinking more water than I used to. So that makes a big difference.
It makes such a difference in your life completely, because it's so good for your skin. It's so good for every single part of you. So those changes make a big difference in your life. How about visualizing the accomplishment? Every time I walk in the gym, I visualize walking out. But, visualizing the accomplishment is really so terrific. But, like you guys, you just don't have that much weight to lose. So do you think it's harder to visualize what you'd look like if you lost that last 10, 15, 20, 30 pounds? Do you think it would be hard to visualize that?
For me, it is because
Oh,
I don't
come on.
know. For me, it is because I don't know. I don't have a visualization. I don't know what I would look like. Like, I don't feel like I know what I would look like.
Yeah. And you're really so close to not needing to lose another ounce anyway. So, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I you know what? For me, I have pictures of myself 7 pounds thinner, and it's all up here. It didn't come off, where I wanted it to come off. It came off my face, which was no good. You need as you get older, you need 10 pounds on your bottom for your face. That's just the way it is. Mae West said that. I didn't make that up. And I think she was a woman who probably at the time was probably a 14, which in today's life is like what are you called? What kind of model? A kind of model, a plus size model
Imagine
at
that.
14. That's so funny to me. Celebrate every pound that you lose. Oh, how I wish I had known this when I was losing that 93 pounds. I would call Sharon at the end of the, whenever I would go get weighed, and I would tell her what would happen, and I would go, I lost 0.6, and I would be so truly angry. You would think that I had gained 100 pounds. I didn't really appreciate the process because it is a process. It's a slow process, and we need to know what we're doing. We need to know that we are actually moving forward. That's what we have to do. How about just be kind to yourself? Oh my God. If someone talked to you like you talk to yourself in your head, would you speak to them ever again? Huh?
Probably not.
Probably not. Absolutely not. I mean, I can't even tell you the things I've said to myself because you would be going, oh, Elizabeth. But that's true of a lot of people. They have that loop going on in their head. I'm overweight. I'm not pretty. I don't like my hair. My skin is this. I don't have a good personality. You see it every day because, people are very self-disclosing on Twitter and Facebook about their problems. And so they're not kind to themselves by, spreading out all of the problems. And they're not kind to themselves because this is what they're really thinking about themselves. When, I know most of these people and they're very pleasant. So why would you have to do that to yourself? How about focus on how you feel and not on the scale? That would be a really good one. How do you feel? Like you take those long walks in the woods all the time. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't have been able to do that before. Mm-hmm. You would have taken the dog 6 feet and said, all right, let's go, get back in the car. But now you get to, take a long walk. And what would be a long walk for you? Like couple miles?
I usually do 3 miles.
3 miles, perfect. And would that have been harder? I mean, of course it would have been harder, but how far do you think you would have gotten at 83 pounds ago?
Oh, I can't even, the thought of a mile when I first started walking a mile, I was like, I did a whole mile, and I was tired, and I had it for the day. Whereas now I can do hills and everything, so it makes
I know,
a big
and you
difference.
make it up those hills, aren't you? Like, I remember being on a machine at a gym, and it's the one where you have to do the sit-ups like this, and I could do 2.5. I remember a guy coming up to me and saying, a really not nice man, saying to me, you're going to have to lose a lot more weight if you want to do those. Right? And I just looked at him. Oh, there's a good ending to this story. I just looked at him like, yeah, you are going to be so sorry for that. And now I do 100 of those.
That's great.
And so I'm noting my progress. And he hasn't lost 1 ounce of weight in 11 years since he said that to me. See, I still remember you said that to me.
Yeah, right.
But I see him every day and I go, you're going to have to lose a lot more. I would never say that. But, and then the other thing is people will come up to me at the gym and they'll actually say, could you show me how you did that? And I'm like thinking to myself, I'm going to show them how to do this? This is a good feeling. And I want you all to have that feeling because you deserve it. And that is a non-scale victory. Okay. How about don't compare yourself to others? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a bad one. You can't compare yourself to others because you know what? There were these girls. I was on treadmill, 2 on one side, 1 on the other. This is before I lost very much weight. And they said, if I could just lose 5 pounds, I would be, remember that?
Yes.
I would be so happy. And was thinking to myself, and they were sort of talking over me as if I wasn't really there. And I was thinking to myself, they would be so happy if they had lose 5 pounds. And the other one was going, yes, just 5 pounds. That's just what I want to lose. It'll make it so much better. And I was not in a very good state of mind. And I said, why don't you just try to be happy now? I'm in a much better place now. I would never say anything to anyone about anything at the gym ever. But,
Hi.
oh, there we go. Okay, so this week, what do you want to work on quick?
Drinking more water.
Talking into your mic.
Drinking more water.
Okay.
Tracking.
Tracking.
Staying on track, same thing.
Working out.
Working out.
Sticking to the plan.
Sticking to the plan.
Exercising.
Exercising. Exercising. Okay, thank you. Have a healthy week and see you next week.
Well, that flew by. Flew by.
Yeah, well, that too.
You're thinking of pie.